Today we are going to start a new chapter, and chapter name is Accounting Not for Profit Organization. Now, this chapter is very important from CBSE point of view, as we are getting 10 marks question from this chapter. So first of all, first question, what do you mean by NPO? That is your not for profit organization. So as we can see, the primary motive of NPO is to render services. The primary motive of NPO is to render services means is to provide services to their members or to promote culture, art, education and other religious, social and charitable activities. That means we can say that this organization are working not for profit organization, but they are working for service motive. So few examples of NPO, as we can see: hospitals, sports club, library club, temples, etc. So these are all the charitable institutions, those who are working not for earning profit, but their major objective is to provide welfare for the society. Okay. Now, what are the accounts which we are required to prepare in case of NPO? So first one, such organizations prepares the following financial statement. As we can see, first one is your receipt and payment account. So this is the first and foremost account which is required to prepare receipt and payment account. Then second one, we are required to prepare income and expenditure account. And third one would be we are required to prepare balance sheet. As in the examination, we are getting question how we are getting receipt and payment account would be given, and from that receipt and payment account we are required to prepare income and expenditure account as well as balance sheet. Now the question comes, what do you mean by receipt and payment account? We can say that receipt and payment account is a summary of transactions which has been appearing in the cash book. So that means all receipts are shown on the debit side and all payments are shown on the credit side. So we can say that it is just like the cash book. It is based on the cash basis of accounting. Whatever the cash which has been received in the previous year, in the current year and in the upcoming year, all the cash would be recorded irrelevant of the particular years, and it is considered as a real account. And one thing is more important, that all the items would be considered, whether that items is of revenue nature or that items is of capital nature. All that items would be recorded in receipts and payment account. Next one is next account is the income and expenditure account. As we can see that it is a nominal account. Income and expenditure account is a nominal account. Nominal account means debit side will be shown your expenditure and credit side will be shown your income, and it is prepared on the basis of accrual concept. So that means we can say that it is the accrual basis of accounting. Accrual basis of accounting means your prepaid expenses, outstanding expenses, accrued income, all expenses or income must be adjusted in income and expenditure account. And if the income side is more than the expenditure, then such your difference is known as your what? Surplus. And if expenditure side exceeds the income, then it is known as deficit. So now we will try to understand the concept of fund-based accounting. So what do you mean by fund-based accounting? So as we can see, concept of fund-based accounting, NPO receives some funds for specific purposes. That means any funds which has been received by whom? By accounting for not for profit organization, that is your NPO, that can be utilized for a specific purpose. Okay, so that means these funds can be used only for those purposes for which they have been contributed. So this type of fund is known as fund-based accounting. For example, match fund. So whatever match fund, rupees 50,000. So whatever the fund which has been received from the collection of matches, that fund would be utilized only for your match purposes. So that is known as the what? That is known as your fund-based accounting. And one more example we can say that sports club fund. Sports club fund means whatever the tournament, whatever the amount which has been earned from the sports tournament, so that amount would be utilized for the sports clubs funds. So that is the meaning of fund-based accounting. Now, before solving some question, we must understand some basic terms about your NPO. So important items of NPO. First one is your legacy. What do you mean by the term legacy? Legacy represents the amount or property. Listen carefully. It represents the amount or property which has been received by organization under the will or death of the contributors. That means if any person who is going to die under his own desire, if he is contributing either his property or he is contributing either his cash amount, okay, to whom? To the charitable institution, to the non-profitable organization. So such amount which has been received, that is known as a what? That amount will be considered as legacy. It can be considered in the form of cash or it can be considered in the form of property. So legacy received for a specific purpose, it must be capitalized in nature. That means whatever the legacy which has been received, that legacy is of non-recurring nature. That means it will be shown under the balance sheet on the liability side under the heading capital fund. It will be added to the capital fund in the liability side of the balance sheet. So next one is entrance fee. As we know from the word, entrance fee is otherwise known as a what? Admission fees. So it refers to the any amount which has been received from the persons for becoming the members. Generally what happens, sometimes the outsiders, they want to become the members of the particular club or some charitable institutions. So under such circumstances, what they have to do, they have to pay some fees. That fees is known as entrance fees or admission fees. So where it will be shown, generally entrance fees are treated as income. That means it will be shown under the income side of income and expenditure account. Why? Because it is of recurring nature. Recurring in nature means it is coming again and again. Whenever the members, any outside members, they want to become the member of the club, they have to pay the entrance fee. So it is considered as your income and is shown on the income side of the income and expenditure account. Next one is a donation. Listen, this is the most important part. Here, the confusion arises that which type of donation is to be taken. First of all, what do you mean by the term donation? Donation means it is the amount which has been received by NPO from any person or any institutions without any consideration. That means if any outsiders, if they are paying the amount, okay, or any outside organization, if they are paying the amount without any consideration, then such amount which has been collected from outside, that amount is known as donations. And there has been categorized as your two type of donation. One is a general donation, second one is a specific donation. What do you mean by general donation? That means if donation is received for not a specific purpose, but it is used for general purpose. That means it is known as what? General donation. For example, if in the exam, if only donation is given, say donation rupees, say 5,000, and no purpose has been specified, that means this type of donation would be considered as what? General donation. So where it will be shown, donation would be considered as income for the firm, so it will be shown in the credit side of the income and expenditure account. Now specific donation means what? As we know, if any donations which can be received for a particular purpose, that means for example donation for building rupees 10,000. Donation for building rupees 10,000 would be considered as which type of donation? General or specific? It will be considered as specific donation. Why? Because it has been said that donation for building, that means whatever the amount 10,000 has been received in the form of donation, that can be utilized for the construction of building only. So it would be considered as what? Specific donation. That means it would be shown where, you remember, general donation is shown on the income side of the income and expenditure account, and specific donation is shown on the liability side of the balance sheet, and it is added to the capital fund. Okay, so after this there are some more terms are there. Next term is your subscription. Okay, so what do you mean by subscription? So subscription is the amount which has been payable by members of NPO for renewals of membership periodically. So subscription. So what do you mean by subscription? You can see here on the term subscription. Subscriptions means what? As we have read about your donation. Donation means what? Any amount which has been paid by the non-members of the club. If any non-members are paying the club, that means they are outside of the organization. That amount is considered as what? Donation. But any amount which has been paid by whom? By the members of the club. That amount collected would be considered as what? That number collected would be considered as subscription. Okay. So we can say that subscription means any amount collected from the members of the club. Any amount collected from the members of the club is called subscription. Now listen, subscription would be considered as what? Subscription would be considered as income for your MPO, because it is the regular amount which has been received from whom? From the members of the club. It can be received either periodically or it can also be received half yearly. Now in the exam, certainly we are getting one question from subscription. Remember, while preparing income and expenditure account, as I have said, income and expenditure account is based on which account? It is based on nominal account and is based on accrual basis of accounting. That means always remember, whatever the subscription which has been received for the current year, that means current year means for the year which has been given. If in the exam, if the question has been given, you are required to prepare income and expenditure account for the year ending 2019. That means we are required only to consider the subscription of the year of 2019. Okay, so there are certain adjustments regarding the subscription. Okay, so how do we calculate subscription? You can see here calculation of subscription. Calculation of subscription to be shown. Subscription to be shown in income and expenditure account. In income and expenditure account. So first of all, what we have to do? First of all, we have to take the subscription which will be given in the question, subscription received during the year. So first of all, this will be given in the question. First of all, what you have to do? Subscription received during the year. Particular year it would be given. So from that you have to take the amount of the subscription. Now we have got two things. One is outstanding, one is paid in advance. Advance subscription, that is prepaid. So what we have to do? We have to add the outstanding subscription. We have to add the outstanding subscription. We have to add the outstanding subscription at the end of current year. At the end of current year. That means whatever current year subscription has been there, okay, that is a outstanding subscription at the end of the current year. That amount we have to add. Similarly, we have to subtract the outstanding subscription at the beginning of the year. That means if any subscription which has been given outstanding at the beginning of the year, that amount would be deducted from the total amount. Similarly, in case of advance subscription, what we have to do? We have to add your advance, or you can say prepaid, advance or prepaid subscription at the beginning of year. Whatever the beginning of year your advance subscription would be there, that would be added. And similarly, we have to subtract advance subscription received at the end. In current year. So whatever the subscription which has been received at the end of the current year, okay, that amount would be subtracted. And whatever the amount would be, you will get the answer here. That subscription would be shown. Subscription to be shown, where to be shown? In income and expenditure account. In income and expenditure, income and expenditure account. So these are required. This is how we are prepared. We are required to prepare the working note to prepare your calculation of subscriptions. Okay. Now some questions, one or two questions we will solve. I will show you how to solve some questions, short type of questions. So first of all, fund-based accounting, some question. Suppose question is given, how are the following items? How are the following items? How are the following items shown in NPO? Items shown in NPO. That is a non-profit organization. First of all, it has been given tournament fund. Tournament fund has been given, say, rupees 50,000 tournament fund. Then again it has been given tournament expenses. Tournament expenses has been given rupees 15,000. Then again it has been given receipts from tournament. So receipt from tournament has been given rupees 20,000. Okay, and you are required to show the following items in NPO. So how to show? Listen. As I have said, whatever the fund-based accounting is there, okay, so that fund-based accounting, where it will be shown? It will be shown on the balance sheet. Okay, so we have to prepare the balance sheet to see how to show the treatment. So balance sheet, we have got two sides. One is the asset side and one is the liability side. So this is your liability side. Liability side. So first of all, what we have got? Tournament fund. So whatever, remember, whatever fund is there, that fund will be considered as what? Liability. So here we have to write tournament fund. How much we have got tournament fund? It has been given rupees 50,000. Now we see the receipt from tournament. How much we have got the receipt from tournament? 20,000. So what we have to do? We have to add the amount, that is your receipts from tournament. So receipts from tournament is how much? Rupees 20,000. Now tournament expenses, how much we have spent in the form of tournament? How much is the expenses? 15,000. So that we have to subtract, less tournament expenses. So tournament expenses is your 15,000. So 15,000 we have to subtract. So what will be the answer? 50 plus 20, 70. 70 minus 15. This will be your 55,000. So we will get the amount 55,000. So this is how we are required to show the items in your NPO. This is the solution. First bit. So one more question we will solve. See, so how the following item will be shown in NPO. So trial balance has been given. Suppose trial balance has been given, and we have got two sides. One is a debit side and one is your credit side. Okay. So here we have got match fund. Item has been given. Say match fund has been given. Credit side it has been given how much? 80,000. Then match fund investment. Match fund investment. It has been given. Match fund investment how much? 72,000. Then match fund bank balance. Match fund bank balance. It has been given how much? 3,500. Then interest on match fund investment. Interest on match fund investment has been given how much? 2880. Next, match expenses. Match expenses has been given. How much? 5,500. And you are required to show the treatment in NPV. So how is the solution? We can see. So again, we have to prepare the balance sheet. Balance sheet here, two side. The first one is your liability side. Liabilities, amount, then assets and amount. Remember, here we are not required to match the balance sheet. Only we have to see the effect on the balance sheet. So first one, match fund. Match fund is given how much? 80,000. So first of all, we have to write match fund. How much it has been given? It has been given your 80,000. Okay. Then how much interest we are earning? Interest on match fund investment. How much is the interest? 2880. So we have to add. Why? Because this interest will be capitalized. So add interest on match fund. So interest on match fund will be how much? 2880. Okay. Then again, match expenses is there. How much? 5,500. This will be subtracted. Less match expenses. How much? 5,500. Okay. And here, after calculation, how much we will get? 77,380. Okay. Now you remember, whatever the investment and bank balance is there, that investment and bank balance will be shown on the asset side of the balance sheet. That is your match fund investment. Match fund investment. So how much is the match fund investment? 72,000. So 72,000 is the match fund investment. Again, match fund bank balance. Match fund bank balance. How much it has been given? Match fund bank balance 3,500. Okay, and total would be how much? 75,500. And we are not required to get the match the balance sheet. Why? Because here only it has been said to show the treatment in what? Treatment in NPV. Okay. Thank you.